comfort can actually be holding you back from creating change in your life. So I know many of us try to have change in our life, but we don't really do anything to do that. I kind of want to talk about at least how to get started with that. So the first step is actually pretty simple when said, and that is look at what the issue is. What is your problem and what is it that you're wanting to change? So let's say you really want to move out. And I know this is crazy for me to say because I don't really have experience with that other than going to university. So take my words and then rearrange them in the way that makes sense to what you are going through. You don't want to move out because you have to restart your whole life. You have to find different people, like meet new people, find a new job, do the whole moving out process, all of that. There comes the feeling of being scared. The reason why you're scared is probably because you're too comfortable in the place that you're at. Let's use a different example. Let's say you know that your friends that you've been hanging out with are a little bit toxic. They're not good influence, but you only stay with them because they're the only people that you know. But yet that mindset of what you have of them or just how you act when you're with them doesn't change, and you really want to though. You have to make that change by letting go. Let go of what you are used to, or else you will not see any type of change. For example, me going to university here in Boulder when I could have gone to MSU or CCD and stayed more closer to home. Yeah, I'm comfortable in my town. I have my family so and so, but at the same time, I knew I was never going to learn how to be on my own if I never left. You have to make that change. And here's another thing, though, that a lot of people don't really mention in stuff like this, and that is change takes time. I feel like a lot of people stop pursuing what they want because they're not getting it quick enough, you know? And you need patience. You need to understand that you might have to do something out of your own comfort zone. I also do want to put it out there that don't create changes for other people. Do it for your own goals. I mentioned this, I believe, in like the first video that I made, where I said do it for yourself, don't do it for others. Always stick to that. Stay consistent. That's the thing. Stay consistent. If you slack off like a day or two, that's pretty okay. Like, don't be too harsh on yourself. I feel like comfort can be good in its own moments, but it can... Okay, third time I'm saying this because of my mic. I think comfort can be good in its own moments, but at the same time, it could be something that holds other people back or yourself back because you're so comfortable in the place that you're at. You kind of get scared to do something different. I will talk about what I want to do and how I'm going about it. My goal is Sophia University in Japan, but it is a very competitive school for international students, but that's not going to stop me. And I'm just staying consistent for my like Japanese language learning, along with understanding what I know about Asia culture, history, economics, all of that in my class. I am an Asian studies major. You do it with a purpose. If you do something with a purpose, you will see change. You will feel more motivated to stay consistent. If you feel like, I actually changed my mind, that is okay. Nobody's going to be holding you accountable for changing your mind or any of that. That is okay to completely change goals so and so, as long as it's with a purpose. If it's not with a purpose either, like if you just want to go and do stuff for the adventure of it, that is also okay. As long as, like, I feel like as long as you're letting go of that comfort zone that you're so used to. But yeah, I know this might be a little bit of a complicated all over type of video for today, but if you understand where I'm coming from, I hope you get something out of it and you maybe start to change stuff up in your routine. Other than that, I need to do my Japanese midterm. Ciao.